Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and welcome back to Leonardo, Maddog, MD-82. So flying flights in European Air Charter colours from here in Burgas in Bulgaria to Frankfurt on Main. Flight time of 2 hours and 40 minutes, which for this aircraft is quite a stretch, but should be a fun one as we take a departure, fly over the, I can't remember the mountain's name, the mountain range in East Europe, I can't remember what they're called, but the mountain of East Europe, across Poland, and then into Germany. So jump the cockpit, set the aircraft up, and prepare ourselves for our departure today. MD-80, an aircraft I've not flown in the sim in a little while now, so definitely got to do some refamiliarisation with it. But hopefully, we'll go to plan. Sure we are live. Should be live, hopefully. Check stream. Yes, we are. Cool, so jump the cockpit and set everything up. Welcome, Maddog, how you doing? Right, sets the battery to on and locked. Starts the tab at top, should connect to ground power unit, but put that in the startup, it's not too long. I don't know why my chat box is so bugged. It's logging every time now. Cool, welcome Imagine, welcome to Irish. Right, here goes the aircraft services and add the ground power units. Head to the other panel and GPU comes on. Alright, that keeps the aircraft in fly, everything looking good. Aircraft going through its self-test startup procedure. First thing we need to do is FMS just yet. Everything there looks okay. Let's go through the performance, everything up through that. Yeah, so I think I'll go through its self-test and we shall just focus on the aircraft procedure. So quick overhead channel check, everyone familiar with. I mean, it's the same American kind of, what's the word, American, it's the methodology that they all use. So Airbus and Boeing and McDonnell Douglas both use very similar setup procedures in terms of aircraft setup and function. It's off for now, it's not going to be off now, it's all off. Seatbelt signs, we're doing it for the aircraft, so that stays off for now, but everything comes on. No need for anti-icing just yet, we'll build that with the aircraft's startup. Cockpit from the storm, set the brake standby and then lighting required, and that should be us okay for the setup. Welcome future, welcome Ricardo. Right, position optimization. Plug in our departure and arrival, so flying from Lima Bravo Bravo Golf Burgas. Grab the GPS position and place that into the FMS position. Head over to routes, destinations, Echo, Delta Delta Frankfurt, Delta Foxtrot, and then the waypoints we shall deal with in a second. Not real time, Benjamin. If it was real time, we'd be flying pitch black, and my streams historically get the know some reviews of the nighttime flight, so I'm going to avoid that for a bit. Look, it's been a while, dude. It has been a while, but I'm not too bad. How about you? Hope you're looking alright. Right. So, I might as well start the passenger setup now. So we'll head over to GSX first. We shall pour the fuel truck over.
Is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Just copy from there. Cool. Right, so fuel truck's been called. Record the passengers since that's like a few seconds in its own process. Request boarding.
Boarding requested.
We can use the bus for the passengers because the terminal at Burgas is over in a distance over there. So we shall use a bus to bring passengers on board. Using Wizz Air ground services because Wizz Air do operate in and out of Burgas Airport, and I must admit I don't actually know who does the ground services here.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel. Please use your airplane fuel system
right,
to set the desired fuel quantity.
So head over to weight and balance. Set it all up. So fuel requirement today is going to be this is in kilos, 11,067, which in a calculator divided by 2 is 5534. 5534.
Do you want a board crew?
It's going to be No, actually we'll do the crew, but not pilots.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
So I believe that's going to be max in both of them. That's fine. So I have minus 1845 minus 1845. That leaves 1844 in the sense tank. As for passenger numbers on board today, so passenger count is going to be 104, which is divided by 2 is 52, so 52 in the front section and 52 in the rear section. That's the cargo. Cargo on board today is cargo 2.6, so be 1.3 1300 and 1300. Of course, that's our load. Waiting for the actions, open forward cabin door and open the rear entrance. So forward main will open and jump down to the co-pilot side. Press the hydraulics to open the rear door. Now, one thing I adore about GSX with the MD-80 is that passengers and crew will actually recognise the rear stairs. Passengers will use that to exit the aircraft. Love that feature. Yeah, so let the cabin crew board the aircraft. That's in their own time, which is fine. Aircraft slowly starting up now. Exit to that on that page for now. Probably start doing the route now. So, over to our flight plan. Now, our first waypoint is going to be Arnov. From Arnov, we fly the Tango 226. Now, this FMS is very kind of Boeing F until its functionality. November. There's actually kind of Airbusy features in terms of flight form setup, but very Boeing lit setup. Quebec 6 to Erdon. Then it's Yankee 520.
Your passenger's bus is coming.
Takes us to Takeoff. Directs to Sovin. Directs to Babbitt. Directs to Sunis. That's a bit easy yet. It's going to be. I presume it's going to be the top one, 55 E18. 45 E18, yeah, this one. And page, Babbitt, directs to Sunis. At this point, also fly over the Budapest and Vienna FIRs. Directs to Bagsi.
Passengers boarding starting.
Passengers boarding, which happens the same with PAX. So, Burgas to Frankfurt, that's our flight number there, Hotel 67215, 5,000 cruise. Flight time of 2:35 with a departure in approximately 21 minutes. This is an MD-80, MD-82 even, sorry. With a passenger count of 104, I believe. Yeah, 104. No Wi-Fi, no entertainment. Next page. No boarding music, no take briefing. Couldn't find one for European Air Charter. We do get snack service, no meal service. Customers not required. I think I'm to continue. And with that, let's just start boarding. Right. After Bagseat, we fly then to Sunis. Sunis. Oh, sorry, ignore me. That's the wrong one. Wait that 2 seconds. Sorry, Bagseat takes us to Suben. Suben, Quebec 162. And then into Spessa. And that is our flight plan. Complete. Activate that. Execute that. Performance we can deal with through the tablet. The passengers first, let's put our passengers board. So like I say, they use the rear set of stairs, which is absolutely fantastic. I do that little detail with GSX. Come to the rear. Make their way up via the passenger's rearward stairs. It's great out of the GSX. Starts off a bit shaky, but with a few updates, it really has picked up now to be one of the best external peripheral add-ons in the sim. Burgas, this is a freeware of FlightControlReplay 2, Captain. This is a freeware of FlightControlReplay 2. Right, so head over to the tablet now. And head over to performance. As we do that, head to weight and balance and grab numbers that we need. So, fuel and scheduled. So I'll grab that number off the flight plan. 11 points. Yeah, 11.11. You need to have a basic 06. There we go. Slash. It's going to be 2,900 to 2.9.
Passengers bus is coming.
Just the one bit where I now forgot what I'm doing. Fuel and schedule. 11.06. Is that meant to be 2.4?
Gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to make sure all large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are underneath in front of you. If you have any trouble or need any assistance,
A or N.
please don't hesitate.
Zero fuel weight today is going to be 46.4. My guess is so that was asking nails for the schedule kind of fuel burn, what fuel they need. Reserves was 2.9. Cost next today is going to be quite happy with that. Cruising altitude at flight level 340 initially. Climb to 360 at Sovin. Cruising winds. Wind information. Wind information, top of climb 340 to 227 at 030. 227 at 030. Top of climb temperature will be minus 53. And again, minus 53, sorry. I'll get the right box that we had before. There we go. Transition altitude, that's correct, I believe, for Burgas. Double check the departure charts on that. 104 departure, which is nice and simple, means to get straight out for us as well. Transition altitude is 12,000. Next page, that's the information for that, which is fine. Takeoff information, so now we head over to the tablets. And this is when I head over to the performance page and input our information. So we are currently at Echo Golf, Lima Golf, Lima Bravo Golf, runway 04 departure, collisions are dry, flaps, use optimum flaps, winds, so listen to the ATIS for departure today, go to the bot commands.
Wind 040 at 5 knots, visibility 10 kilometers, temperature 17 degrees Celsius, dew point 15 degrees Celsius, altimeter 1012, sky clear. Wind 040 at 5 knots, visibility 10 kilometers, temperature 17 degrees Celsius, dew point 15 degrees Celsius, altimeter 1012, sky clear.
Cool. So that's our one information. Nice and standard. So 040 at 5 knots, visibility plus 10 kilometers. Temperature is 70 centigrade with a dew point of 15 degrees, so potentially could rain later on. Altimeter 1012, sky is currently clear. So if we calculate, when we do that, sorry, we need to do the takeoff weight. Takeoff weight is going to be estimated at takeoff weight 57,181. 57,181. Calculate, that's more like it. It's got a V10136, rotate 141, V2 150. Pardon me, 150. That's 5.5, so of 50. That's 155, so that's 0.86, and annual that's 230. Cool. So back to the tablets. So what was it again? So it's 136, 141, 150, 136, 141, and 150. Okay. Over to the calculator here. Centre of gravity, that is fine. That's at 11 degrees. It's hard to use. 5.5 degrees, even shallower than that. Okay, that's 5.5. Because that needs a trim. That's 6. That's 7. And then once you push back, we'll dial off that to 5.5. Right, we'll turn to the backup horizon. Push. Set the altimeter to 1012. That's the too far, sorry, 1012. That's going to be synced through the sim, which is fine. Altitude, cruising altitude 340, no TC on the moment, so we use Unicorn for departure and go straight up to cruising altitude, so set up to 34,000 feet. Speed, rotate is at 141, V2 is at 150, so we set 150 for the speed. Flight directors on and on. And that should be okay. Back to the FMS, we just go out and check the flight plan. So we've got our altitudes and speeds are set, which is fine. Head of departures. And runway 04 on the R02 Sierra departure. That should just sit in there and use opportunities. Tool on is fine. And yeah, I'm happy with the aircraft set up at the moment. Quick check outside. The aircrafts, we will do a we'll be pushed back till we go turn over our own report. We can do that here, no problem. Apart from that, we can secure the rear stairs now since I'm happy with the aircraft set up. Plus, we'll start the APU. So back right fuel pump comes on, start pump comes on, and APU master we can start. After a few seconds, should start to, there we go, bring it to life. Generators, emergency lights, not also on emergency lights. In terms of the heating, turn on the windshield and engine heating. Heater heats on. That's going to be apart from the flight recorder and the parking brakes, everything else links to the engines. AP generator off, AP oil push low. That's all coming up to life now. Lock the flight door now. We'll secure the rear exits. Car services. Cargo, stairs and main. Ground power unit will set as soon as the ground power AP is on live, which it is. AP is on, external power off, and lead system comes on. Ground plate disconnects. Mission plate chock selects the aircraft, so that way we are fully independent now of the ground. We built a performance page for the time being. Not a bad complaint, this the MD-80. Wasn't the most popular, not the most popular flight sim. The price per hour was more expensive than it perhaps should have been. Compared to everything else recent at the time, but it is what it is. Once this light, click on the ATC now. That's fine. And then everything else you can do with later on. Cool. Welcome Thug, how you doing? Welcome Daniel, how you doing? Welcome to channel, welcome to chat. Live ATC, I use IVAO, Kieran, IVAO. If you wish to track our flight, you can do so via the link I'm about to drop into the chat now. So, this This is our video whereby link. If you want to track our flights via the live map, you can do so without any problems. I'll put that to the chat now. And let us prepare for engine startup. So I'm going to turn on the anti-collision lights on. Position strobes, just set position. That's necessary to create the engine startup. What we're going to do is set the engine system to both. One more. Activates the pneumatic fuel system, which is the two levers at the very back here. Everyone forgets those. Don't forget those. And we will announce on Unicom quickly. That being said, no track around, so we'll leave it as it is. Back to the overhead panel. Hydraulic systems will off up from there. APB which is on. APB systems on. Everything looks good to go. The pumps pump on. And the engine to start. There we go. I'm watching the N2 now. And that hits around 20. Start the engine to fuel flow. Engine to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the flight attendants for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is fastened, please make sure that
Also, going to greet passenger myself. I shall do that as soon as the engine starts it up.
metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loop
Go.
of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the
Engine
upper portion
2
of the buckle.
is actively
We suggest
stable.
keeping the seatbelt fastened throughout the entire
Engine
flight
1
as we may experience unexpected turbulence.
start.
There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. To familiarize yourself with the emergency exits on this
Once
aircraft,
again,
please
watching
refer to
the
safety card in the
fuel
seat back
flow
pocket
to
in front
reach
of you.
20.
In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor to guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull
And
the mask towards
engine
you.
1
Place it
fuel
firmly
flow
over
start.
your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the
Now,
mask.
it may sound quiet
If
from
you're
where we are.
traveling with
Don't forget that the engines of this aeroplane are all the way at the back of the aeroplane. It's not loud from the exterior, it is the interior.
pull the strap to tighten.
Right,
Place the vessel
engine
firmly
1
on the
wake
red
up and
cord only when
stabilise, there
entering
we
the
go.
aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation.
Engine
The strap is
leads
equipped with a
to
whistle and a light. If you need
auto.
to, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Please make sure
APU
to exit the
flight
aircraft as
off,
soon as possible and leave your
APU
belongings.
off,
Please
APU
securely
off.
stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are
Start
fastened
pump,
and
the
seat
system
backs
is
and
off
tray
now,
cables
start
are in
pump
their full
off,
upright
back is
position. We
closed.
remind you that this is a
Insurance is
non-smoking
set
flight.
as
Tampering with,
required.
disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you.
Everything else looks
Please read it
pretty
and let a cabin member
good.
know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Greet passengers quickly, and I'll take us to the runway. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard this European Air Charter Flight 7215 from Burgas to Frankfurt. Flight time today is 2 hours and 40 minutes, just in the final stage of preparing the aircraft, and should be taxiing to the runway very shortly, runway 04 departure today. This means to get a nice quick departure over to the city itself, and then start heading to the northwest as we head over towards Germany. We'll give you updates periodically as the flight progresses, but other than that, we have to sit back, relax, enjoy the flight, and any questions, speak to you on board today. Cool, so if you're now shutting down, looking at in the background. General contrast is fine. Set the nose lights to dim, which acts as the taxi lights. Parking brakes, we can before we do that. Got the flaps, remember. So, fire flap, fun system. Flap sets to 0. And then we dial, in this case to 5.5. Cool, so that's our flaps now set to take off. So our stabilizer, equal, flaps equal, everything else is required. As far as I'm concerned, we are good to go. So fuel parking brake can now come off. Overhead panel, all lights are off, which means we are good. No messages saying that's a problem. Increase throttle. And make our way now to runway 04. Again, not the loudest airplane in the world, this, like from the cockpit point of view. Also, on the taxiing this thing as well, very long wheelbase, so easy to get going. I think I can go that way. Don't do a U-turn because 904 does face the other way, I believe. Yes, I do a little U-turn in the sand here.
The cabin is ready for takeoff.
Thank you, cabin crew. What's my audio things? 2 seconds. General sound. A bit of a quiet over to 60. That's a bit better. Cool. So taxiing in the runway 04 now, enter the runway, and then go for an immediate departure. Flew the same plane last year, same airline from Munich to Varna. Well, Michael, in 3 weeks' time, I'm doing Burgas to Vienna in the MD-80. So, one of the main reasons I'm doing the flight today is because I've actually got a ticket to fly the MD-80 European Air Charter in real life in a couple of weeks. So I thought I might as well get myself back into the flow of the airplane and, you know, fly it in the sim like I will do in a couple of weeks' time. So I'll try and do one of those real-world following video streams I kind of do alongside the real-world flights. This will be about 3 or 4 days after I come back from the US from the Epis Expo out in Houston, so I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good trip. Yeah, I'm excited. Taxi to the runway now. The runway. When lights come on. Cabin crew, please take your seats for departure. Just a little burst out of the throttle, just to make sure that the aircraft's happy to set up. There's no takeoff warning or alarms, so as I'm concerned, this aeroplane is ready to go. Decision 2 seconds. Make sure I'm happy with the aircraft configuration. Transponder sets to TARA. Landing lights set. Takeoff clearance is assumed. Everything looking good. Right, let's do this, shall we? Throttle's 40. Engines 1-2 stable. Takeoff thrust.
knots.
80 knots, cross jet. Hundreds. One. Rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Have it. Up the skies over Bulgaria in the McDonnell Douglas MD-82. Reaching Sofia, I see these birds around here. Yes, like I say a bit earlier on, I have a ticket to fly one of these in a couple of weeks' time, and the aim is to fly it pretty much as soon as I get back from America. I'm going to start left-hand bank now, but if I do that, I actually want to set the altitude to take of aircraft to give you some sort of reference on the vertical, which it won't do, so we shall just do it freehand for now. I've activated the localizer on nav. Okay, we'll go as it is. Push down to 10 degrees, we'll get some speed going, only getting 180 knots at the moment. We'll have some pace. Arm the auto throttle and set the speed lock to 250 knots. Right, I'll give some speed control now going. Make left hand bank. And then we shall make our way over towards the city, fly the city, and then continue onwards to France, Germany. Frankfurt, Germany. Wraps up. Just trim is required. So this is the Leonardo MD-80. I got this off of Sim Markets. I believe this costs either 80 or 90 euros. It's not cheap, that's for sure. But it's a very good aircraft, this. We enjoy flying at my own time. I'll be it not in a little while. And yeah, someone took out a little more often. There's a few aircraft and someone take out a bit more often, I must admit. Autopilot on shoe. Not what I had in mind. Aircrafts for that, and it's doing that because it's at minus 2,000 feet per minute dive, that's why. Cool. Reset the speed again, 3400, 1800 feet per minute, and that should now hopefully relax the airplane a little bit. On the other hand, we've got speed again. I let go now, that should keep the aircraft relatively stable. We're on the navigation, it's going to be on the VNav, hopefully. These kind of 3400 on the vertical speeds. VNav activated, that should now control everything. I don't know why it keeps giving me minus. There we go, that's more like it. Like I say, been a while since I started this aircraft, so I've still got my hands on the AT setup again, but we are okay now, touch wood. We are okay, the aircraft knows what it's doing. Yeah, airborne. That's the left hand side, you can spot the airport. You can spot the town of Burgas itself. Is it Burgas or Burgas? Is it a deeper U or a steady U? I must admit. It's okay, I'm going there in a few weeks. Out the right hand side, just some countryside. Thank you, David. Probably earn more money than you do, both in work and this. Climbing through 7,700 now, continue our climb out. 20,000 feet transition, which we shall do once we've reached that. So switch over to 10132912 standard altimeter. And yeah, at this point now the aircraft's in control and should fly the rest of the way there. I'll just put out as well, switch off the landing lights, everything else looking pretty steady. So we should be on the VNAV, navigation is active. The thing to worry about is the speed, will that switch over automatically? If not, then I can just, well, it gives the FMS override option, so hopefully it's just a case of let the aircraft control everything from there. Uh, 10,000 feet, then lights come off. It is a lovely aeroplane, the MD-80, but it is one at the end of its life. I mean, it's been around for a good 40 odd years. So it's only time that it's... there you go, speed doesn't increase on its own. Yeah, any time that it comes to an end. It's on Leonardo. The link to it is their website. This is the aeroplane. So this is the Leonardo Fly Maddog X, available on MSFS and PPV, and also FSX, if you can find a version of that online. I've only got the base MD-82. There is an MD-83 and MD-88 expansion pack. I don't know if I'll go for those because the price ain't cheap. The MD-82 is the only one that really got interesting, I guess, in terms of the aircraft and the Eurus expansion, so not for me. It is old, 1981, I think the first 82 went to production. Last produced in 1997. Right, so factor up. We'll reset the dial pack as well while we're at it. So that's now to start. And everything else should be set up for the rest of the flight. Cool. Legs is fine, so that continues just like presses. And zoom out the range a little bit on the MD. Let's switch to the left there, controls this panel. And apart from that, everything else now should be pretty satisfactory. We don't have much of an idea how to place the seats. You need to download the software, Kieran. I have got a tutorial for that. I'll drop into it in a second. So if you want to know how to connect to IVAO, you can do so via...
There's nothing more powerful than...
Wix. Cool. Adverts to your own channel. Hate them. There you go. This is a tutorial on how to connect the sim to the network. Do I like flying? I do. Both in sim and in real life. So I have to get set the AppInTheAir to standard now. So all I gotta do is press manually, so 2992101 and that'll be sent out into set. Yeah, so I like flying real life as a passenger. I book a few flights a year, just a few trips and bit of scenery, change of scenery in the UK every so often. And in a sim, took a little break from streaming, but I am back now, and it's good to be back. Any significance between the MD-80, 82 and 83? Mainly just its range and length. So the MD-80, I believe, is the longest of the series. The 88 was the shortest. And so depending on the length of the aircraft, how short it takes, and of course how much range it has. But don't quote me on that fully. There are minor differences between the aircrafts. So what's the difference between the 737, 600, 700, 800, 900? They're all NGs, but one's longer than the other. So in case I have any ATC later on, European Air Charter, their call sign is not you. It is Eurocharter. So I must have taken the call sign away from European Aviation Air Charter from Bournemouth years ago, and they went bust in 2008. But yeah, Eurocharter 7215 is our call sign today. Your grandpa was on the MD-80 on LCS as a pilot. Interesting. Very nice. Very nice. Like I say, I've not been on the MD-80 myself. I know my father has. He has a story from going to Spain years and years ago on the MD-80. I won't share because it's an interesting story. But yeah, he's definitely on it. I've been on the 717 a couple of times with Delta and Volanta, but never the MD-80. So this is basically my one and only chance to actually fly it. Hence being a child, well, going over to Bulgaria now to actually go and fly it. Passing through 16,000, everything's been stable, so switch off the seatbelt sign, and allow passengers to roam around the cabin. In doing so, let's have a look at the cabin today and let's see how many people on board. 104 passengers. In reality, there's no first class anything European air charter, but these are for the sake of seating mapping. Pretty standard layout apart from the 4 little solo seats at the back there, which I think is absolutely fantastic in an aeroplane. Goes to the very back of the MD-80. There's basically a little private compartment just behind the rear set of doors, which gives 4 passengers a place. Yeah, if you didn't guess, we'll stand next to the toilets. Little compartment, that's passengers sitting in this little bit here. I think that's fantastic. Yeah, so it's our cabin, 2x3 seating. About the little private section at the back, little galley area in front here where the emergency exit is. Probably not the sound washy, although you keep asking to crash in every single video I do, so I'll just want to ignore you. 4 passengers, last few rows, low view. True, that's a good point. I don't think we get a view of the outside here. At least the very back row, they get just the engine. You get a bit of view out of these 2 windows here. Engine covers you a little bit on the first window, but front window gets you more visibility. Same on the other side, the frontal rows get limited visibility. Thank you, passengers. No, it's not a bad view. This. I'm a Chelsea fan, sus. So yes, I do watch Premier League games. Albeit not so many this season for reasons I won't go into. So continue our climb out, now passing through 20,000 feet. We'll go through the passenger list, see if there's any names you recognise on board. So we get a mix of German and Bulgarian names. See if there's anybody that you may recognise, but the answer probably not. This passenger list, you never know, there might be someone you may spot and know. Let us know, we'll give them a little check on their stats. Nobody signs out just yet. No, not today. Oh well. But yeah, in terms of the aircraft layout, so we've got 3 passengers and 4 seats at the very back. Well, I know you just turned the seatbelt sign off, but come on, passengers. Yeah, the Maddog is fine. Yeah, in fact, yeah, both got to play right now behind us as well. Yeah, so yeah. Passengers are very throughout the aircraft. Most rows are filled in, but the few empty rows, the empty seats here and there as well. Otherwise, pretty good so far. Might get a little bit of sunset on the arrival to Frankfurt. As it stands, should be a relatively clear day, clear flight throughout. Welcome back, Kraz. How you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. Alright, mate. There in our H370, it crashed. It's a lovely bird, the MD-80. Super 88. Second gen DC-9. And with 2 hours 40 ahead of us, it's only going to be a short flight. Got 2 hours 21 to expected arrival. With that, as always, is subject to change. Looking at the map, take our route. So we just departed out of Burgas, our little departure route there to the left, goes on the flight plan, and now making a right heading towards Gulf of November near Taranov. Fly across Bulgaria, enter into Serbia, through Serbia just north of Belgrade, into Hungary, Hungary into Austria, and then Austria into Germany. And at some points around midnight UK time, make approach and landing into Frankfurt. First legendary aircraft today, very good. What did you go for? Which aircraft? Phoenix, PMDG, one of these. What did you go for, mate? is VATSIM IVAO friendly? I mean, I use IVAO myself, I did used to use VATSIM back in the day, and both are pretty good networks. And of course, you can find me, choose IVAO, but yeah, they're both good networks, I've never had any problems with them, and both I can recommend. KMG78's very good choice, very good choice. Yeah, it's kind of the standard of high quality, high fidelity aircraft. I mean, every airline flies a 738, a lot of variety, a lot of choice, anywhere in the world. You made a good one, mate. I've watched Into Spider-Verse, yes, it's been a little while now, but I didn't watch it in the cinema. Now passing through 25,000 feet, flight level 250, another 9,000 or so to go to reach our cruising 340. And don't forget we have got step time later on, step time at Sovin to flight level 36. Oh, the plane? Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, where is that? There you go. I'm on IVAO right now. I'm just flying in Bulgaria, which is a quiet part of the network. But yeah, I'm on IVAO right now, and I hope that stops some traffic on the way into out of Frankfurt. Yeah, the Leonardo MD-80 is a study level aircraft to any means. Lovely aeroplane, high quality, fantastic product. The only thing that shot it in the foot was its price tag, because it's way too expensive for what it should have been. Bear with me, as I think my internet's gone a bit. I'm hoping we're still live, because my OBS has just gone red. I don't know why, it's just completely gone. So, I'm hoping we'll go for a minute. Keep at it though. The only AT10 at the moment, then Heathrow from Dubai on the long flight. That's in very good. AT10, not a bad aeroplane. Did that a couple of times in this channel. It was slightly choppy, it's fine now. Okay, so it's dropped a little bit. I don't know why, but my internet usually is pretty good. The moment we start streaming, it drops. Probably because it's sending, in my case, 2K data over the internet, so for a limited bandwidth, but that beats me. Yeah, A10 very good aircrafts, and the default airplane now as well in the sim, so not a bad bit of work there from any sim, any builds. It's a lovely airplane. Enjoy it. So if you can't afford all the high quality, high fidelity stuff for a default airliner, it may not be very common now, but it's a good option. It's a good option. Passing 28,000 for level 280. It's not a fast climber, the Maddog. But it does its job. In terms of our flight plans today, we don't necessarily fly over Sofia itself, the capital of Bulgaria, but we do fly just to the north of it and might get a spot of it on the left hand side in the distance. A little beat there, but I think that's just the aircraft's own systems adjusting itself, because yeah, there's no air messages or pop-ups at the moment for us to deal with, and yeah, it should be okay for a little bit. But hey, like I say, in 3 weeks' time, I'm going to be in Bulgaria. I'm going to be in one of these. I'm very excited for it. I've now been on just about every aircraft you can think of, apart from the Q400 of all things. Actually, I haven't the Q400, just I went on it in 2003, so I have no memory of it, apart from maybe count the Military Propeller. That was so long ago now. Apart from the Q400s, the Dash 8, I've been on pretty much every aircraft you can think of. So to catch stuff like this, which within months of completely retiring for good, it's something I quite enjoy doing, so I'm glad to have taken my hands on a ticket for the MD-80 and actually give it a go. I have been on an A380, my caution light pops up. Centre fuel pressure is low. We really use centre fuel for fuel, really? That's what we loaded it. Why did you give this tablet place? Static. Check the fuel gauges. Fuel quantity, center tank is 25, 125 and 25. Okay, yeah, so now complete out of fuel in the center tank, so center fuel pressure, test for pumps. Go. Gonna keep an eye on those fuel tanks, I feel like that. I feel like we had more fuel than that when we started. Could be wrong. The 777 by Captain Sim Vincent is a rubbish add-on. I refuse to use it, and therefore there will be no tutorial on it. It's a 747 skin, basically. If you want a tutorial for 777, for my 747 tutorial, it's exactly the same. Yeah, have I done an A380? The answer is yes. I flew British Airways from Heathrow to San Francisco. Do that in January. Nice little aeroplane. I must admit, it doesn't feel so special. Maybe it's just British Airways compared to another airline. But sits on the upper deck, yes, sat upstairs. It just felt like an everyday A330. It wasn't that special. But I hope to fly Qatar or Emirates one day and actually give a proper A380 a go. I'm sure the British Airways is a nice package, but it ain't a luxury package, not like the airlines you'll know and love. Right, now approaching our cruising altitude of 34,000 feet, like 340. So it's going to monitor the altitude and the rate of climb, and hopefully, there we go, VNAV level. So yeah, I'll fast track itself to 34 and we'll stay. There you go, leveling off, and we now find ourselves at cruising altitude. Like I said, just set climb later on, but for now, this shall be our path. Yeah, I'm actually starting to doubt the fuel load of the aircraft because total fuel on takeoff should have been 11,067. You can't tell me we've used 7,000 kilos of fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little bit. Balance. Right. Fill the tank again. Yes. Nope, that's... Like I say, I'm sure I loaded more than that in this sense tank. Yeah, we are cheating a little bit, but the aircraft is quite a bit of that now. Because we took off way more, 8,000, 11,000, a bit too much actually. I'm going to cheat, I don't cheat too much. There, that's more like it. I finished on an A380 and 777 to book it in April. I've not been on 777 yet. When I fly back from America with British Airways, that would be 777, so I wanted to tick off the list from Houston to London Heathrow. Yes, Bigger, I'm alive. Welcome back to the show. It's been what, 2-3 months the last streams? Took a little break, need to get away from things, but back now. I'm streaming regularly.
In a few moments, our lovely flight attendants will be starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. Please note we only accept credit cards.
Alright, so cruise, aircraft steady, everything looking good. MD-80, still rocking the skies. Just about. We're at 5 minutes. I'll be back in just a moment. BRB. And we're back. Progress looking good, aircraft at cruise, nice and steady. The MD-80 is still very strong. To be fair, this aircraft technically could fly forever, and the airplanes are built to last forever. That limits then is their cycles. So airplanes have a limited number of cycles. I can Google the MD-80s in a few seconds. But yeah, once they're built, they can actually fly on and on and on with constant upgrades as required. In case of the 732, last cockpit and FMS, and other aircraft up there and upgrades as well. But once they're built, once they're flying, they can last pretty much to the end of the time until their cycle limit comes to an end. But generally, most Xenons will last for about 20 to 30 years, and some, of course, a bit longer. Very quiet aircraft up front, of course. Not much aware noise because the engines are right at the back. Should hear a bit more from here, but oh well. Audio Maddog's not specialising. Leonardo audio, not the strongest, I will say, but in terms of system functionality, the aircraft does run pretty well. We've got IVAO, we've got beta C down in France at the moment. We've got Frankfurt, still quite busy. Frankfurt Tower is currently online. We've got inbound traffic, we are currently... Yeah, we're about half an hour after the last aircraft comes in from Paris, which is probably taking off from now. 742 though, 747 coming in from Paris. They are currently... altitude 3,000 level, which we've just taken off from Paris. There we are. And across 1 hour 42 minutes, like 340. Speed engine 7. Okay, is this new one for me. Yeah, MD-82 with Bulgarian Air Charter, which is a former name, of course, for European Air Charter. So usually Bulgarian Air Charter, but when European Air Aviation Charter went bust in 2008, Bulgarian Air Charter took over the name and kept it on their own. So yeah, 34,000 feet, ground speed 124 knots, transponder is just standard, 1 hour online now so far, 105 miles from departure, and arrival from 214 Zoo, which is about 11 o'clock at the moment. Just had some just had an aircraft messaging with something on the Unicom in the distance. And on the left, we've got ourselves a Euroskies. TAP flying into Tivat. I guess it's only that. They're flying into Istanbul, and then just got a Smart Ones flying into Emiros, Greece. Sunny Sky the ATARs as well, that's just some points. So if you guys are popping up on the network now, airlines flying from Athens to Skopje. I do need to get the ATR and start on that one at some point. I'm trying to do that over the weekend. We're also just flying to north of Sofia now, the capital. Like I say, not going to be visible too well, but lights got on the horizon. No, not really. Yeah, it's just a bit too far away, the capital. But we've got some mountains to enjoy now. Still mad that we have actual satellite data in the flight simulator. I remember when the X-Plane, well, FSX and P3D of its land pass data looked okay, but it was never great. The next thing came out with OpenStreetMap data, and that looks fantastic. You can actually see real road layouts and houses and cities. And then we got this. And this completely changed the face of flight sim, it really did. So much you could do with ortho tiles and GPS data in FSX, P3 and X-Plane. I'll just stream it into the sim directly. It's a beautiful platform, this. just head to Photoshop now. Get some screenshots from space flights. Of course, dual monitor. We need to crop everything. But how are you guys doing chat today so far? Hope all is well. Hope you guys are keeping good. Shouldn't be off there up there, but hopefully that's just telling me yes, because it's not affecting anything at the moment. Everything should be okay. Yeah, we'll be fine. Thoughts on Eurovision? Well, given that I was at the Eurovision final, which was an absolutely fantastic event, I adored every single second of it. Kalaria's Cha Cha Cha, fantastic song. Loreen Tattoo, good song, but it wasn't a winner for me. I'm sorry, but Loreen Tattoo was not a winner. It was a good song, top 10 definitely, not my winner. Let Breeze Mama Sure, that was a fantastic song. I absolutely loved every second of it, both the story and the anti-war. And if you haven't seen the music video for it as well, the music video is fantastic. So yeah, Mama Sure is another fantastic song. Really enjoyed that one. Belgium's what's it called? You're not good enough. World's got me going crazy. Can't remember the name of it. I think that was it though. That was a good song. Really enjoyed that one. UK entry. Yeah, it didn't deserve last place. I'm going to put it that way. It wasn't our best. It wasn't our worst. I thought it would be mid-table. Obviously, it wasn't. But I didn't think it deserved quite last place alongside Jammy. Jammy as well. Decent song. No, how they scored so low. But it was a good show this year. Really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I'm a massive fan of Eurovision. I've watched it on TV every year since 2006. So the year Lordi went on with Hard Rock Hallelujah, that was the year I got straight in and yeah, like, yeah, I have to watch this every year now. So yeah, I've watched Eurovision every year on TV since 2006. As soon as it was announced that Liverpool, the UK, would host the final, straight onto Ticketmaster, bought myself a ticket for the final. There was no way I was going to miss that. And it was gorgeous. Yeah, I enjoyed it this year. Sweet up. Get these last screenshots, and then let's start uploading to Volanta. I must admit, uploading had a bit slow at times, but given that I am uploading 4K screenshots, I don't expect it to be super quick, do I? And someone's going to go a little image for the Volanta as well. So I hope 5 more MD-80 flights at some point. Especially like I said, because I'm flying one in real life. Might as well prepare one for the sim. Route cruise. So far so good. Next waypoint is currently Sovin. What's up again? Step up with that Sovin itself. Out of it, I can confirm that was so much just flew over. Range. Yeah, zoom out to Sloven now. As soon as you hit that waypoint, so flight level 360 at 82,000 feet. It's been a while, Melks. Had to take away from... I'd step back a little bit. I was getting myself mentally exhausted streaming so frequently around work as well. Plus I had a few work course things to do, health and safety, stuff like that. So I thought, I need to take something back. I'm killing myself streaming. I need to take a short break. So I took 2 months off, focused on my own life a little bit, and we're back. And hopefully a little more frequent as well than like the 5 streams I did in that little time off period. Cool, it's taking me till June to get back streaming regularly. And then of course I'm up to America, so all of a sudden my streaming schedule can be shot again because I go to Houston for Flight Expo. But I do plan to stream from the expos, so not going to be like I'm going to be gone forever. Yeah, I've not been too bad, so I just had to take a bit of time away, focus myself a little bit. But we're back, we're streaming, and we're in the McDonnell Douglas MD-80. So we've got 18 hours now till our next step. Some more screenies. Passenger pressure right now at 96%. Hour 53 to expected arrival. I think we're a little bit ahead of schedule, which is pretty good. So there's a little bit of time for landing and just give a chance to slow down if I need to for the approach. And of course, got my house to land the MD-80. Nose goes up a little bit higher than you expect, given that the wing and nose base of the aircraft is, well, a normal aircraft, your wings are in the middle of the airplane, it gravity is about here, and on Douglas, it gravity is about here, so pitch nose up a little bit higher than you'd expect. Maybe smooth landing. And of course we'll have FlightControlReplay, so we'll do replays of landing, and we'll do it from the passenger's perspective as well as the perspectives as well. I just love the Maddog's body as well. It's such a standard cabin, window, fuselage setup, and then boom, really on cockpit, eyebrow windows, and nose is ancient. That's the Maddog for you. Fair enough, personal life is more important to keep yourself healthy. Absolutely. So when your mental health takes a bit of a toll, you need to focus. But we're back, we're streaming, and we're hoping it's stay. And tomorrow I'm going to mate's birthday, so I'll try and do a stream around that. And then Sunday I'm working a late shift, so I'll try and do a stream in the morning, see if I have time for that. If not, then we'll try and do it in the week instead. Going to be over Belgrade in about 20 minutes, capital of Serbia. And the place I went to last year actually, Belgrade. Lovely city. Still feels very 1990s when we went there. But I adore Belgrade. Up to the fortress, view of the valleys and the river down below. It was a sight. It was a fantastic sight. In terms of passengers, they're working pretty good. Satisfaction is pretty high, 90%, which is fine. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 cabin crew on board right now. And they're just going to get service. We're going to go there, close to the back. canopy to the back. And I suppose the first class actually which this airline doesn't really have, but let's stick with it anyway. Yeah, so far so good. Aircraft's fine, passengers are happy, nothing for me to worry about. Thumbs up. In terms of traffic, we might spot in front of us, so there's an Austrian just part of us. Maybe not. Hang on. That's more like it. Quite nice, right. Some screenshots I've uploaded so far, so of course, the usual passengers boarding at the gates. You've got the climb out rotation at Burgas, and just a couple of fancy scenery screenshots of the climb out. It's a photogenic aircraft, the MD-80. If you find the right angle for it, there's some really good pictures from it. Hello, can you help me? When I start a new flight and open while it loads the last flight I was doing, do you have to fix the situation so the game didn't work? I mean, so long you load up the scenario from a new gate or a new location, it shouldn't reload you for the last position. The only thing I can think is, have you got like a mod, like an autosave mod that maybe you've taken over? That's the only thing I can think of, that maybe something there's gone wrong, but yeah, it's hard to say, I must admit, it's hard to say where things have gone wrong with that. Check your mods, perhaps it's got an autosave, or maybe you've got, say, the PMG-727, which has its own built-in autosave, can load last position. Other than that, yeah, I'm not really sure what to suggest, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Diving into Dublin, yes, it was a good flight with Aer Lingus. First only time so far with the Irish flag carrier. Yeah, it was a good flight. Cabin crew pretty good. Got went to the toilet and actually got a bit of chances in the business class section at the front as well, which is unexpected. But hey, get out of the toilets. The seatbelt sign came on for turbulence, and I was just told to sit down where you are. So I sat down where I was. That'll be a different engine as well. But when seatbelt signs turned off again, I had to back to my original seats because A, all my stuff was there. B, I didn't pay for business class, premium, whatever it is, so I'm not going to take that off for someone. But yeah, it was a good flight. Went to Dublin. Yes, Temple Bar. Went outside that a couple of times. It was a nice little trip. I enjoyed it. Dublin was good. Been there twice now. I've not flown the MD-80 in real life, but I will be in about 3 weeks. In real life, I've got a ticket for an MD-80, a European Air Charter MD-80, flying from Burgas to Vienna. So in 3 weeks' time, ask again, and the answer is yes, I would have flown on these aircrafts. Not too bad, how are you myself? How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. It's been a while, dudes. I do remember you from, you do pop in every so often. You do pop in, like, here and there and anywhere. But I do recognise your name, dude. Welcome back. I hope you've been well, mate. What did I say? Is it Friday? Yeah, Friday 2nd. One more day of work. Mate's birthday tomorrow, and get down for a bit, and then back to work again tomorrow. On a late shift though, Sunday late shift not too bad, I finish at 10 PM. Right, so continue our cruise. Not too long to go now until we hit the step line. That's an approximately 20 miles to the step line to 360. C3 tank starting to lighten up a little bit, but not terribly. Yeah, so Nicholas, nice question. I've not been on MD-80 yet, I'll be in 3 weeks' time. I have been on 2 Boeing 717s. I've been on the next generation of this aircraft. I've not been on the 80 yet, and it's nearly impossible for me to ever get onto the DC-9, I'm afraid. So, yeah, I don't think don't expect a Drawyah trip report on the Douglas DC-9 anytime soon. If it ever happens, then trust me, I'm going to scream in joy, but not looking likely, I'm afraid. The forecast for the arrival stuff, so I'll do that now quickly while I'm here. Wind information, top of descent, so I'll go from 360 to 300, 200, and 100. So estimated top of descent is going to be 327 at 23. 8,000 feet is going to be. Yeah, the UG direction, so that should give you an extra one. So in that case, we'll go for. Okay, we'll do 310 for that. 310 is going to be 319 at 26. 321 at 14. And 334 at 3. And then transition level is going to be .5,000 feet. Minus 56. Right. Set line now, flight level 360. Let's go from this, head over to Navigraph, index, performance, 360, closing out to sets. And that should now let the aircraft climb up to a higher level. Pause to increase. I'm not sure if I can keep that climb. Cool. A little bit hatched about, but nothing that concerns too much. Right, I'll grab a glass of water, back in 2 seconds.
Romeo, arrival, and maximum speed for left.
Yes, I just spotted that, sorry. Thank you to Plex. That's 2 months in Prime. Thank you very much, dude. You are a superstar. Absolute legend. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much. Welcome on board. Take your seats, sit back, relax, enjoy your flights. I don't have the Thrustmaster Airbus, my brother does. I don't have the tail for beach. But yes, the stick does twist on the ground, and for braking, I believe there's a trigger. There's a little trigger you can press, and that acts as the aircraft's brakes. I mean, my stick has it. The Thrustmaster Warthog has a little trigger at the back, which acts as braking on the ground, and presumably, that's the landmarks thing. Presumably, it's the same for the Airbus. And same for the yoke, there should be a little button at the back, and the button can assign to braking. Really good scenery at the moment. Right now I find ourselves flying over the Serbian-Hungarian border, actually. That bridge is behind us. This is very much the flat plains of Europe now. Not much going on, just the greenery, fields and flats. No hills, no mountains, nothing for miles. It's as flat as you can get. Almost as mundane as Central America in the United States. You get places like Idaho, just nothing but flat. Mississippi, flat. That. That's central right. Good.
traffic 9 Hotel, Yankee Alpha Whiskey, flight level 290, 70 miles north of Takeoff intersection.
Well, that's just that the truck report right now on IVAO. A little bit far out, unless that aircraft sorry about that, as was just about to work. Like a button, you press it, trigger it, and you can press. Yeah, so just set up a button or a trigger. I think I could have actually got two triggers. One I use for something that I use for braking. Yeah, just set up a button. And that'll act as your brake. Cool. So at this point, flight progression, we are just under halfway there, I believe. No, we're exactly halfway there now. 50%, halfway between Burgas and Frankfurt. ETA, time to ground, an hour and 1 minute. Time to arrival, 22:10 Zulu. So actually I can say, probably about 10-15 minutes ahead of schedule. I'm sure we'll lose that once we start the descent to slow down, but as it stands, good progress so far. Ahead of schedule. Give us a bit more time once we land at Frankfurt. Of course, we'll have to do all that as well, but that's once we get on the ground problem. You've been out of. They had part of Glasgow today. That's quite a way out of their base. I presume it was an A320 over an MD-80. As I say, in 3 weeks' time, I've actually got a ticket booked on the European Air Charter to fly out of Burgas in the MD-80 in Volanta, Vienna. So I'm going to fly this airplane in real life in 3 weeks. But I didn't realize it went out as far as Glasgow. So my guess that means they're Airbus A320s, which they are currently using to replace these things, because they are now late 30, early 40 years old. But yeah, they're all aeroplanes. But European Air Charter starts off with the Yak 4. What was it? Yakolev 142, something like that, I believe. They replaced the Yaks with the MD-80. Now replacing the MD-80 with the A320. I love their logo. It's the Lego Octagon logo. We go Octan, not Octan. You recognise it. That's a European Air Charter, just sideways. A321. Yeah, you'd have to double check what that was then in Trent, because European Air Charter only have the A320 and the MD-80, no 21s. Yeah, A320-200 and then the MD-82. Second class operator alongside LK Airlines, and I believe they're just a freight. Oh, could be wrong. 300s, the MD-82. Okay, they're a charter airline as well, so they do. They do the same thing basically. Maybe it's on the. Maybe it's defines their aircrafts. Only 2 Douglases though, 2 Douglases 273s. The AC have 7 MD-80s, 10 A320s. They're much more. There's one 5-play operated. These. I'd have loved to play one of those, but sadly long gone. Yeah, so 7 A2s, 10 A320s. Yes, they'll be back in the days of Bulgarian Air Charter. Not long to go now. Not long to go. It's another airplane off the list. And go back to my list of airplanes I've been on. So recently the reputation of the list. So, I have been on the Bristol Norman Islander, the ATR-72, the Twin Otter, ATR-42, Dornier 228, Sub 340, Jetstream 32, Jetstream 41, the Bell 406, I think it was, the Dragon Rapids, Dornier 228 Jets, the A220, A318, A319, A320, A20 Neo, A21, A321 Neo, A350, A380, 717, 737, 300, 600, 700, 800, and 900, and the Max 8. Been on the Boeing 7478, been on the 7572, been on the 7810, been on the CRJ 700s, Embraer 120, 135, 145, 170, 175, 190, 195. I've been on 40 aircraft. I've also been on the Q400, but again, that was at least 20 years ago now, so no real memory of that. Welcome Jonathan, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chat. A20 one of your favourites? Well, unfortunately, we could be something as far away as the A20s you can get. The Thrustmaster Boeing 8 does not have ground steering, no, it's not. And you can set auto-ride settings, that gives you the ability to steer on the ground, but it's not really the realistic way to do it. just like Emirates jets, very good. 77 moves, but incredibly slow. I've got much something wrong. Resparking brake, some aircraft indeed. I mean, check your throttle output really, since you just have enough throttle in the aircraft to keep it going steady just yet. Oh, they can do fixes. Interesting. We'll look at the arrival aircraft. So, as it stands, we are set to land on. What's that? What's that? Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Right, approach charts. Flight plan. So, estimated arrive runway at Frankfurt is going to be runway 07 left.
Da, wenn jetzt auf der Union-Komposition die Klappe gehalten wird, das drehe ich durch.
On the Spessa for Charlie arrival. So 07 left. First we're going to your Zulu, so play that on the chart.
India for Mike, 0600 current at flight level 176, climbing to flight level 300 direction.
37 left, so go for that. Yeah, it's charts. Approach charts. So Zulu is just kind of a Delta Foxtrot 4 straight in. Yankee is there's actually no difference between these two. They look actually the same. Ah, short glide slope. If it's the glide slope, slightly short from the Yankee to go for the Zulu. So Zulu approach, and what was it? The Spessa, was it? Spessa or Charlie? Oh, let's keep that. That should sit in the flight plan as you expect. And Spessa, slightly approach down. That should sort of perfect the approach into the airport. Perfect. Jet Jonathan, find the McDonnell Douglas MD-80. There's a fly to sky. That sounds more like it. That sounds more like it. Lima Zulu, Mike Delta Lima. Look at that buzzing noise. Sounds like you just saw your brakes set. Actually, so they still hold the main brakes. Not really. I mean, engines on the rear. You've got stuff like the CRJ, which has it in the same position. The Fokker 7100 had the same place at the back. It's just the style of aircraft. That's one regional. Embraer 13514 500 at the rear. It's kind of where it's positioned for a regional aircraft. It allows you to have a slightly steeper rate of climb and descent. Also the thrust, and at the back, at the centre. Just using more ground clearance, aircraft like this can handle like more rugged terrains. There's no issue with dust particles and debris entering the engine to the ground. Powerjet engines, depends on the engine really. Something like this, weak, I'd say a Boeing 777 or an A350.
189 miles.
Turbo Beach has short range, the access, throttles, and for landing, aerodynamic control, more French to thrust. I mean, I don't use the Turbo Beach. Again, I can't say what I think of it. I mean, I use a Thrustmaster High-Fast Warthog. This one is like, this doesn't have twisty rudder, this is a proper metal build, sturdy joystick. So I use separate controls for the rudder and the nose steering, but so it's not playing out. That is, isn't it? Yeah, sense of fuel pressure low. And second one off the sense of fuel tank, 25-ish. That's something to talk to numbers. It's not building very heavy. There you go, 25. Yeah, so we've run out of fuel in the center tanks now, so the center fuel tanks can come off. That light will extinguish. And they're popping out fuel from the left and right main fuel tanks. Oh yeah, plenty for flights. We started the flight with about 11 tons of fuel on board. 11,067 kilos. We're just on the Hungarian-Austrian border now. I'm very sure we'll be entering Austria. And no more activity on the IVAO chat there. Hopefully we should still wait to see the arrival and landing into Frankfurt. At the moment, both tower and ground are still not active. So yeah, we should get some ATC landing as well, which is pretty good. In terms of my traffic, we are second at actually. Aircraft just boarding at San Francisco. Aircraft's just en route from Brazil. That is Rio de Janeiro. Sao Paulo. So aircraft being overnight up. Our pace. Our center of time now is approximately 57 minutes. Just under an hour to go now. Good question for me though. When it's top of descent. Good question, Drawyah. Yeah, it doesn't tell me, so I'm gonna have to base my descent on the charts. Look at those now. So top of descent is actually after Spessa itself, apparently. Yeah, it's going to be celebrated at 2,000 feet per minute. Yeah, so we've done the takeoff, top line, step up between 7 and gravity. The top descent is pretty much at Spessa. Then we just fly. We'll go at 2,000 feet per minute. We can arrive into Frankfurt. Cool. Yeah, there is steel das. That can help a little bit. So far, we've been flying for about an hour and a half, 90 minutes so far. Got at least 45 minutes to our landing, so yeah, it's about 2 hours 20 in total air time. Just ahead of schedule for us. About 2 hours 40 minute flight time, about 2 hours 20 by those things. And I do streams on the 747 and 787 semi-regularly. I mean, the bigger jets, the long hauls, do take a little more flying to do. But, yeah, I'm going to try and do long hauls at least once a month or so. And this will be somewhat competitive at doing the numbers. Trying to do now get some icon going for the MD-80. At the moment, that's just blank. No, that's just blank. What I like to do is usually explain the library to get the icons in like this. It's quite big, so right now my objective and the explain livery with the correct icon. Perfect. Are you looking at chart? Bulgaria charter. It's just the same thing. That'll do. Grab a little guides. There we go. There we go. After that aircraft image, stop. Into icon. Should now, hopefully. I don't much like it for the aircraft. This is LZ LDS. Select aircraft line European Air Charter. And its base. That just fits quite nicely. The rest of the aircraft got on here. Missing a few of them, but not too many. TRJ. Lufthansa? Yeah, Lufthansa City Line, we touched that a little while ago. I should do CRJ Fighter Component as well. I don't know if that's pretty good, but doesn't get the limelight that it deserves. Welcome Mateus, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Silence, I dude. Keeping alright, keeping well. Right, A-Finals in cruise over Hungary. On board the McDonnell Douglas MD-80. European Air Charter. Currently en route to Frankfurt. Yes, I heard about the train fishing ninja at the moment. assume there's going to be a bit more moving around there, so what's going on out there, but there's so the people out there in the right now that exits. Of course, as a robot myself, the training crews and most responsible as well have been involved. It's not looking good from what I've seen so far. Hopefully, it's not going to take too long to resolve. I have a look at no, don't do that. Be better. Right, programmed our approach forecasted wind so far. That's all been done and dealt with. Programmed the approach for the runway and the routing setup. Just need to program now the frequencies. So it's going to be a 111.75. Also 066. Right, come on. There we go. So as soon as we get close to the runway, that should now text. That will text the airload over to the airport into the glide path. That'll bring the aircraft down. It should be standard approach. ILS and automatic buttons. So that's all. So that's ILS approach. I'll take care of the rest, and once we're happy, take it by hand and bring it into land. I'll bring back flights in the middle of the day. Runway 262 airspeed moment. Ground speed is currently at 439,440. Right, I thought it was slower than this, but we're doing okay. Now flying over Linz. Dash below us is an APH1 heading to east. There we go. That's great control. Too far away from the model, I think. It's quite a control, but the renders is just too wide for the model to look at. Down below, that's what he's saying here. Hellenic Airlines 124 winds to Athens. I'm through 11,000 feet. I don't even think that's flying over an MD-80, so right? This is a very common fact. So how many MD-80s currently on the network? Let's have a quick look. Aircrafts. MD. Well, there's actually a few more than expected. MD-83, 82, 82, 82, 82, 82, and MD-11. There's a bit more deadness. A lot of MSFS actually, a couple 2 X11s, the MD-82 X-plane and the 11 X-plane. Lie. It's more than I thought. Yeah, McDonnell Douglas. There's a few of them that. Right, how are we doing for progression? Yeah, so still ahead of schedule, still so far so good. Nothing really to report. Aircraft doing grand. The screenshot quickly. Yeah, aircraft has also landed. It's the aircraft used the airport's navigation system, the ILS to the runway. It's category 3 rated, and touchdown as well. And you already used during bad weather, it's possible for pilots to do it by hand. Back in 2 minutes.
India Alpha Mike 0600 descending to flight level 200. India Alpha Mike 0600 descending flight level 100.
Cool, we're back. Yeah, in terms of flight progress, still pretty good. Right now, we find ourselves over. We're in Germany, just north of Munich. Can't get a G Munich, but it's in the distance. Oh, yeah, now actually, tell a lie. I was really careful right there. Cheap screenshot of that. Yeah, it's Munich in the background. Live in Nuremberg. We'll start on descent. We'll make our approach into Frankfurt on the command. The ATC situation, now I've got tower and ground online, so we should get some passes on the ground for us today, which is good. Inbound. The times are still arcing, 748, sorry 744 even. We're on X-plane of P3D, I presume P3D. I'm just on the runway now, but that's not to take off in sales very shortly. This has a lot of flight progress, we're doing alright.
Strasbourg information. Airbus 015 is passing flight level 120 on the Rotoka 6 Yankee arrival for the ILS Yankee runway 05.
Right there. It looks like someone to be this close to me. What is this? This is a Danish air transport. That's a. What is this? This is a. This is passenger. That. They still exist. Albeit they fly the 8020, 21 ATRs in Emirates at the moment. Look at the livery. Now look at that for a livery. It's like Lego, it really is. It's great because they're forced Lego from Denmark. When they retired there, does it say? Get an airfix for them. One thing, there we go. They're retired there. MD-80 is cool. These are retired back in. Written off? What's new for this one? It is written off as a delivery. Doesn't say though. Yeah. 1979, written off. Never got to that. Oh, this is everything. Hang on, ignore me. What am I looking for? MD-86. That's more like it. Cool. 2022 actually. I got rid of the last one. Got rid of it in April. So that's 2019, 2016, 2013. I'm surprised I got rid of it so late. Seconds. That as well. There we go. Yeah, so still at cruise a little bit longer, not too long to go now to stop a descent. Arno, Dania, and Spessa. But there you go, actually must represent for a SWAT, perfect, so use that as a reference point. This is down to top guide slope, which is this airport, Frankfurt. $5,000. Look at the passenger stats. 91% satisfaction. They're getting a little bit bored on here, because there's no intent nothing to keep them going, but apart from that, yeah, not too bad at the moment. If we get an on-time landing, actually gets a little more of a boost.
India for Mike 0600, descending to flight level 00.
Keenan, yes, good to see you again, Dune. You're going June 17th. I'm going to Burgas on June 29th. 2 weeks. Yeah, we're going to be there at the same time, dude. I'm going there in 2 weeks. Flying on the 29th, and then on the 1st of July, I fly out on the MD-80. So I fly out on one of these into Vienna. Oh, fair play, dudes. Have you got the MD-80 treatments, or who are you flying with? Anyone special? I mean, the only reason I'm going is because 1, it's a nice coastal scenery somewhere warm, and 2, MD-80. There's no way I'm going to Burgas and not going to fly on MD-80s. This is probably the last year that ever operates. Not many of them left. They're a rare breed, and yeah, expect to be retired very, very soon. Fair play, dude. You'll find Verlingus all the way, fair enough. My stats, there we go. Private information panel. Okay, yeah, so what I do, so I'm flying in from London to Bratislava. Later from Bratislava, that's going to be on a Wizz Air A321neo. Bratislava down to Burgas, that'll be on a Ryanair 737-800, operated by Buzz. Then it's a European Air Charter MD-80 up to Vienna. Well, I then have a 45-minute connection to catch a Austrian an Austrian Embraer 190, is that? Not a 1995, over to Milan, and then a last ditch Wizz Air A321neo back to Gatwick. I'm not the biggest fan of Wizz Air, but on this occasion their time's actually fantastic and pretty much everything I'm looking for, so hence I'm going to make that jump. Yeah, day trip Bratislava, 3 days Burgas, and then Vienna to Milan to London, because that's just how I can get the connections to work without spending too long out there. So I'll be back in London for the Sunday, so it just worked out that way without any problems. Of course, first of all, we'll go to America, Houston, so fly from London to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to London, and then London to Houston. And the annoying thing is, if I flew London to Houston direct, that would cost me about £800 of British Airways. 806 I think it was. But if I fly London to Frankfurt to London to Houston, British Airways, all the stopovers, 440. It was half price to fly London to Frankfurt, London on yourself. I don't want to do that, but I've got to. The problem is, if I miss the Frankfurt leg to London, then they'll just cancel the London to Houston bit, because of course I missed the flight, so I was never on the aeroplane, no point in cancelling my booking. So I had to go by Frankfurt. So yeah, once I'm in Houston, 20 days in Houston, then I'm going to go to Albuquerque, New Mexico for a day trip, because of course I do enjoy my Breaking Bad, so I'm going to go to some film locations there. And then I had a choice of either a return flight from Albuquerque back to Houston for $173, or for $176, an extra $3, I could buy a Phoenix stopover on the same airplane. So sit on the airplane, land at Phoenix, stay on the plane, and then it flies all the way back to Houston. So pay $3 more, get extra flights. Then I did flights at FS Expo, one more day in Houston, and then back to London, and then work the late shift. I'm going to the Sunny Beach Hotel. Yeah, you're going to be... I mean, I've got a hotel, well, I've actually just booked an apartment for 2 days. 2 nights, sorry, 3 days. Yeah, so... most places are walking distance. If you're on Instagram, figure out where I am. Not too bad, Stefan. How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome back, dude.
015 established on the ILS Yankee runway 05.
And if you're at it, dude, spot my MD-80 taken off as it goes to the space to Vienna. That'd be awesome. How do you flight regression? Top of drop, 20 knot miles.
Alpha Mike 0600 descending 2000.
Yeah, it's a coincidence, dude, but hey ho. Might even see you there.
India for Mike 0600. We have visual contact with
the aircraft 3 configured now.
It will be visual approach around
given out left hand side, this will be a KLM 73700 crossing our path soon. To Amsterdam. It's fine. Operations 12%, we're going to be 10 miles away now. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, updates from the flight deck. We are just about 5% into Frankfurt and should be landing in the next half an hour or so. Update on the weather for you, clear skies reported with around 63 centigrade, nice and warm for the arrival today. You have enjoyed the flight so far, European Air Charter. We hope to see us in the future. If you use your toilets, please do so now, as once again, we'll shortly be commencing our descent into Frankfurt, where we'll be securing the aircraft for landing. Thank you. So you'll see the control of the 737-700 in front of us, the KLM. Just not too far away from model to load, but it was out there. Let's start set now. Altitude down to 5,000.
Hello, traffic RZ 0155, Tacoma final runway 05.
Frankfurt traffic, Eurocharter 7215, descending from level 360. We'll now start our descent. Nor have I. I've not been to Bulgaria yet. I've been to neighbouring Greece a couple of times, but not yet Bulgaria, so it's a new country for me as well. Start up descent now. Not long to go. Not too long to go. That. Yeah, so I'll send now. So far so good. Sending across through 3,000 feet, about 300. So you've been to Bulgaria before, Keenan. I mean, where have you been? I presume Sofia, maybe Burgas, which is the two main places to go to. What's to expect? I presume it's the Euro out there. What do I need to know as a first-time traveller? To be fair, it's to the left. Could come in centre, which is a much shorter taxi, but we'll just stick to the left. Welcome, Finsbury, how you doing? 123, welcome channel, welcome to the chat. How do you say, dude? We'll just double check our charts. Should be pretty good approach. Press now. Fly in, does watch shot 635, do descend down 644, make a right hand turn, go into land. So that's the vector approach, so continuous direction until we're ready to make the right hand turn onto the runway. Does watch shot 454, being our intercept for glide slope. Thank you, so great to send if we need to, but for now this is fine. Turn, and apply power to the runway, and we continue our descent. 10,000 per minute. And I'll also put the town standby. Tower at Frankfurt was 119.905. So is it. I can do it, of course. There we go, 905. 905. On the ground, it's going to be on 121.855. Ryanair started doing Dublin at around 7 in the morning, airlines do 3 in the afternoon, but everything so early. I disagree. You get up early, you get there early. And mind you, it's a 3-hour flight from Dublin. So you get there for 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 2 hours. So you land at around 8 PM. The first night, do you really want to go to bed? Your parents will probably go out and drink, but do you want to go to bed? I say that, I land at 9 PM. My run. Then again, I had something a day in Bratislava, but I got a day in another country to enjoy. Current heading is 247. The map is heading a little bit longer. Pricing a bit late there, but it's not really worth for us. We're in the middle of the aircraft, we can work it around. Got ourselves on the best localizer, which is good. Aircraft knows where it is, and where it should be for the runway. So we go 20,000, 21,000. Right, I get a view of the airport. It is. It's not. Bear with me. Ah, there it is. There's the airport. And there is our runway. Welcome to this path. We shall. Oh, that's it. Headings. That's that. Right. Head over to you, you and you landings. So, Echo Delta Foxtrot. Runway is 04 left. 07 left. Conditions dry. Flaps. fine. Winds are reporting 02011. QNH 1019 up. Temperature right now reporting 16 centigrade. VRF5, braking, we use medium. Yeah, medium. Reverse thrust, yes. Estimated landing weight. It's going to be 50.2. It's 28 degrees of flat landing. VREF of we're 800 within landing weight, that's fine. Landing distance about 200 meters of runway, that's fine. And that's our speed, so that's my flaps requirement for approach. Cool. So now through 13,000. See this one's on.
Perfect, the KLM 737 is descending for
you,
ILS
so
36 center.
That, stick it back on the LNAV. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, that's 10 minutes. Set the altimeter up.
We have begun our final descent into Frankfurt. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
Lights on. Sense, drop that back a little bit to 1,600. Maybe less than 52. 1,200. About 8,000, just for the sake of listen to the glide slope. So I choose flight rules as well. Fancy some Dublin to Burgas route simulator. If we go, very good. Yeah, whenever I go in real life, I try and do these flights as well, because why not? You're doing it in real life. Get in the sim. So flaps. There, that's what I wanted. So flaps can stay up to 215. Then it's flaps. So flaps come down anywhere within the section here. Flaps 11 at 148. Flaps 28 at 130. Frankfurt traffic, Eurocharter 715, approaching glide slope for runway 07 at left, 8,000 feet. Alright, switch over to the tower frequency now. Put ground on standby. Frankfurt ground is 121,855. Right, put you down to 5,000. On the high side, which should be okay. Glide slope begins at. Where we are now, so yeah, we've entered the flight routing in 454. Approach 07 left. Yeah, guys, what's up, bad will depends on the time. Right, just in case. Cool, bang on the glide slope actually. Pilot active. Full land. So that's low private tracking. Transfer speeds. Should be okay. No, it's been a while, dude. Off channel. The chat side from today, dude. How are you? Running. Right, let's go cats. Hopefully with that. Should outside descent. Let the aircraft produce on its own to 140 knots. There we go on the glide slope. Production. Good evening, Frankfurt Tower. Eurocharter 7215, establish runway 04 left. Correction 07 left.
Eurocharter 2715, Frankfurt Tower, good evening. Squawk 1000, please.
Squawk 1000, Eurocharter 7215. Late one, but okay. Squawking 1000.
Eurocharter 7215, identified, the wind is 020 degrees, 11 knots, runway 07 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 07 left, Eurocharter 7215. Right, is it the minimum 2 brakes? Is it medium, sorry, medium. Cabin crew, seats landing.
Slats extended.
That's up, yeah, that's speed.
Flaps 15.
Flaps 15. Gear down.
Gear down, 3 green.
Check landing. Disengage. It's fine, we can deal with that. Adjustment off. Get steady on the glide slope, a little bit to the right, so some adjustments for that, 1000. A bit too right the glide slope, good. Thrust set.
Two in reverse.
knots. 80 knots.
Eurocharter 7215, welcome to Frankfurt. Vacate any taxiway to the right, continue via Papa, hold short November 11.
Continue Papa Hotel 11 for air charter, Eurocharter 7215, thank you for service.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Frankfurt. The local time is 5:31 p.m. and it's currently about 16 degrees Celsius.
There we have it, runway vacated.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
Up. Lights set. Transponder.
Eurocharter 7215, you can confirm you vacate to the left side.
Vacate to the left? Yeah, we vacated to the right, Eurocharter 7215. Yeah, you go down that far.
Yeah, 7215, this is actually correct. You have to vacate to the right, but then make a left turn on Papa. So now you're going to Papa to the west. Anyway, continue via Papa 1, and hold short whiskey.
Apologies to that. Papa 1, hold short whiskey for Eurocharter 7215. Yeah, it's gone down Papa the wrong way. Whoops. It happens. Right, what I'm looking for ground charts. Very expensive airport because it's massive. Don't forget we have got the replay as well, so if you want to watch landing from the passenger's perspective, stick around to the very end. Right, Papa 1, hold short whiskey. So we're gonna. So what you should have done is taxi down there, then 11, now going in this way to whiskey, which is there. Oh well, we're getting a long way around. Welcome, Sasha Tato, on the channel, to the chat. Sadly decided, welcome to Frankfurt. Landed 4 minutes ahead of schedule, which is pretty good for us. Left. So the turn time of the MD-80 is definitely wider than you expect, and it's a massive, well, it's not a massive aircraft, but like I said, the rear gear to the nose gear, when the thrust being generated at the engines at the back, does require slightly wider girth on the turn there, so it's not too bad. Now it's going to Papa 1 and heading towards whiskey.
Eurocharter 7215, contact apron 12185, good night.
Contact apron on 12185 for Eurocharter 7215. Thank you for service. Have a good night for the descent. Switch over to the ground. Get ourselves a straight line. Discs, of course, and then to the right down the notes for the taxi routing. Again, it's going to be a bit of a long one. Good evening, Frankfurt apron. Eurocharter 7215, requesting taxi to gate approaching whiskey.
Euro Charter 7215, Frankfurt Apron, Gude, taxi stand Victor 160 via Papa 1, November North, November 15 and November.
Taxi to stand Victor 160 via Papa 1, November North, November 15 and November 4. Euro Charter 7215. Alright, so continue taxiing on this route, and once you're on November 15 it gave us. Yes, November 15 onto November. We'll have a look at the location for Victor 160. This is press on idle throttle. Speed level as well. AH standing in Bali, very good. We got like standards, so this chart. These are parking out November 15, that comes to November. So we're now here, we can turn here quite badly. Taxi down along here, slight dip to the left onto November again. And November 160 is just kind of, so Victor 160 is opposed to nicely distance away from the terminal. So, bus shuttle it is, passengers. 90% satisfaction. We'll get a bit of extra bonus points for the on-time arrival, and then yeah, put the aircraft up, shut it down. We'll leave it in the turnaround configuration because in reality the aircraft will then fly back to Burgas where it's based. But for me, I've been like that for just over 3 hours, so this will be the end of the stream for me. I'll get GSX empty the aircraft out. We'll do the replay, watch that from passenger's perspective, and then, yeah, reaching to an end. Now passing through November 170. Long haul flights when I get time for it, Ricardo. When I get time. I mean, 3 hours in a Maddog certainly feels like a long haul, I must admit. But when I get a bit more time, we'll definitely do long haul, don't you worry. I've not abandoned them just yet. 747, 787, and Freeware A330 will come back. They will return. The next episode of Drawyah. Cool. Continue. Go to our right. Ground vehicles ready for us. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Juliet, and Victor. Victor 160. I've passed it. Yes, this time is as painful as it looks, I must say. Setting up the ground crew there for GSX, and a little bit beyond the gate. So we have to correct ourselves, we're going back on ourselves a bit. Welcome Game of Bay, how you doing? Off channel, welcome to chat. Hope you're alright, mate. So real was what's top position for in this. Right, follow the Grand Marshal's instructions. Not the best parking job ever. I won't deny that. Marshall understands. Hold position, quadrate set. Start the AQ to do that on taxi. Restart on master start. Maybe that is on to how it goes on. I know Skinnon. Yeah, have a good night, mate. Yeah, Frankfurt landing on 07 left does give you slightly longer taxis than normal sleepers. The runway is built in over from the terminal, back from the airport being expanded a few years ago. Right, take you active, switch them across, and engines. Wasn't a very good parking, of course it wasn't. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Frankfurt. Next time right now is 4:48, temperature outside at 16 centigrade. Thank you for choosing European Air Charter. We hope you enjoyed the flights on board today, and we hope to do this again in the very near future. Have a crew, this hand doors cross check please. Thank you for flying with us today. So to get to Manchester is a bit of a pain in terms of timing. Your friendly got as far as Huddersfield. Ouch. Yeah, yesterday was not a good day for train travel. Today's even worse with strikes going on at the moment, but yeah, you didn't choose a great time, I'm afraid. But as long as you got home safely, that's the only thing that matters. Cool, requesting boarding. Ground services. Bring up the ground power units. Main entrance. You can't open the cargo doors. In fact, those are the ground power units. Why is that? Ground, GPU. You are on the ground. These are off. Review. Hydraulics are active.
Passengers bus is coming.
No, we're stationary. Everything should be okay just to open the exits. OP as on. What is that? Any suggestions in the chat as to why the aircraft is that you open the doors? Could be lights. Could be anti-collision lights off. Yes, it was the lights because the
passengers deboarding starting.
What do you call it? Because the strobe light was on. Ranker was not willing to move towards the aeroplanes. Yeah, that makes sense. That comes off, and it's ground power. Any second now, passengers should start. Let's use the bus. What doors do you want open? Sorry, you want the forward cargo, rear cargo, bus in position. There we go, passengers embarking. Thanks for that. No rest, sleepless. Glad you enjoyed the flight. Looks like Northern Map as what the station was running. Take a ride, that scan ticket. Down platform was cancelled. Ah, yeah. It was a mess up there up north because again there was the issue of the pantograph as well. Objects checking that. Up north trains were not running anywhere unfortunately, so you did get quite unlucky with that. Right, so the flight now ended and deboarding. Passengers using the front exit and the rear exit. To menu, end the flight and have the report. So, European Air Charter 7215, MD-82 from Burgas to Frankfurt. Part time 2 hours 30, plan departure was on the hour, party on time, and arrived 4 minutes ahead of schedule. 104 passengers, satisfaction 90%, and airline 47, and the bottom was 2 hours and 56 minutes. Soft landing, the end. I've got a 5-report in chat, if you want to read it in detail, feel free to do so. Here's the, oops. If you want to read about the flight in more detail, they can do so via this link and chat, so it's to upload. Welcome UK Fly, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Right, we're gonna kill GSX. Also set the network. Might then. That's fine. Cool, thank you so much for IVAO, that was pretty good. So we'll get up on cruise as well. So, IVAO disconnected, Volanta flight is finished. Flight recording, that's all fine, cool. So, GSX, kill that off. Reset position. Close, 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 close. And hopefully right, start with replay. So load MD-82 into Frankfurt. Spawn it on the short final. Right, start on the right hand side. Should have been 28. Cool. So, coming from the right hand side view. Steady approach here, nothing really too much about that. Slight diversion to the right, behind my face I see the view. Slight push to the right, so we did have to make the adjustment for that later on. But apart from that, the landing itself was pretty steady. You're lucky, the Blackpool North train was every half hour. A friend was on the Saltburn train, next one was 2044, those are 2044. Cool, 4 hours, fair play. And then in the end, the packs, and then the packs 397, I'm lucky. Right, short approach in, over the runway threshold.
50, 40, 30, 20.
There's your flare.
10.
And touchdown. Not bad that. Not bad at all. Nice and steady landing. Very happy with that one. Have a look from the left hand side now. So heading out towards Mans. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Well, get used to the landing gear. The engine as well to get some view of the camshail reversers. Switch on myself there. Yeah, come on then, cheat. And the edges quite like the replay sounds too often as if it's shut down apparently. I can assure you, engines have not shut down the approach. Put this in. There's your flare, and touchdown. A little bit of violence in the correction there, but other than that, not too bad. And one more time, just touchdown zone, so that the camera to unfollow. Should work up a little bit. A little bit closer perhaps. Short final in. And touchdown. Sure you. There you go, both of us thrusters also activated. Whatever. So yeah. I guess that we're gonna see the end of that. The webcam back into view. So yeah, European Air Charter, McDonnell Douglas MD-80, Burgas to Frankfurt, about 2.5 hours. Overall pretty good, really enjoyed that flight, got ourselves an on-time landing. That was pretty mountainous, then very flat scenery on the way. Like I say, I'll actually fly this aircraft in real life in 3 weeks, flying from Burgas to Vienna, which I'm very excited for, but I'm going to MD-80 in real life. One of the few aircraft types that I've not been on yet, that's why they've actually in the last 10 years, and yeah, so that's my only chance to ever fly the aircraft in real life, which is why I'm so excited to do it. But until then, next shoot should be tomorrow. Like I said, I'll try and work it around my mate's birthday, see if that fits the plan. If not, do it on a Sunday. And yeah, I thank you all for watching. So, do take care of yourselves. Think about it. Pasturing the airport will be a good hour. Add to the room. Stream managers. First day on the job. Ouch! I'm lucky to them. Yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Did you like the tutorial? I'm tired now. I'm not speaking English anymore. Subscribe if that's already. Thank you very much for watching. See my taxiing, tell yourself the one great in this airplane, so I can practice. Otherwise, it's good to bring the MD-80 out for the flights after a fair while now. I haven't really touched it. Last flight I think it was Oslo or Stockholm to Hamburg, one of the IVAO events. Cool, that's the end of that. Thank you for watching, guys. Do take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon on the stream. Have a good one. Have a good night. Bye bye.